so local members of the drinking anyway. I didn't realize they throw them away every time. Did you? Is that school rubber band thing?
Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
I didn't realize they threw them away, I guess. Never paid attention before.
I mean, if we needed to, it's just.
I like it.
We're good.
It is now 7 o'clock. I call this November 13th, 2017 meeting ordered. Dear Lord, keep us in your thoughts, guide us straight and true. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
October 9th, 2017, the Board of Aldermen met in regular session with Mayor Hunolt presiding. Alderman present Renee Edwards, Rick Winter, Dot Cricksizer, Delmer Strange, Ryan Mason, absent none. Mayor Hunolt called the meeting to order. The invocation was given by Margaret Gibson, City Clerk. The pledge was led by Mayor Hunolt. Minutes of the September 11th and September 25th meetings were read and approved. Collectors and treasurers' reports were given. Motion was made by Renee Edwards and seconded by Ryan Mason to pay all bills as presented. Echo Menges addressed the board regarding the Safe Stop trick-or-treat on Halloween. She said this will be 4 to 6 p.m. at the community center and is sponsored by the Knox County Chamber of Commerce. She said all chamber members are invited to participate and should prepare treats for 350 children. Mayor Hunolt reviewed the sewer project report received from Mark Bross of Klingner and Associates. The following action was taken by the board. Motion was made by Ryan Mason and seconded by Renee Edwards to approve the Keokuk Contractors Incorporated final pay request number 11 in the amount of $61,028.60. Motion carried unanimously. Motion was made by Rick Winter and seconded by Dot Cricksizer to approve the estimate of funds to be requested from USDA Rural Development in the amount of $61,028.60. Motion carried unanimously. Motion was made by Renee Edwards and seconded by Ryan Mason to authorize a certificate of substantial completion to be issued to Keokuk Contractors Incorporated. Motion carried unanimously. Mike Wright, wastewater superintendent, met with the board. He reviewed his written report with the board and noted that the UV bulbs will be taken out for the season at the end of October. He also said there are still 10 or 12 more loads of sludge that he plans to haul while the weather is good. Ryan Bishop, chief of police, met with the board. He reported that the condition of a horse lot in town that was addressed at last month's meeting has not improved, and he will be going a step further to take care of this situation. At 7:30 p.m., Mayor Hunolt opened bids for the sale of 2 tractors. The initial bid submitted by Jamie Nichols for the David Brown tractor was $521, and Roger Parton's bid was $200. They were allowed to raise their bids, and the higher bid was $1,100 given by Jamie Nichols. The initial bid submitted by Jamie Nichols for the Deutz Alice utility tractor was $544, and Roger Parton's bid was $200. After raising their bids, the higher bid was $750, submitted by Jamie Nichols. Motion was made by Renee Edwards and seconded by Rick Winter to accept the bids submitted by Jamie Nichols for the 2 tractors in the amount of $1,100 and $750. Motion carried unanimously. Mayor Hunolt said the city has received a request to schedule the Relay for Life on Friday, May 11th, 2018. This will involve closing part of North Main Street and East Monticello Street. Motion was made by Ryan Mason and seconded by Delmer Strange to allow the street closings for this event in 2018. Motion carried unanimously. There was some discussion regarding park maintenance and improvements, but no action was taken at this time. Motion was made by Delmer Strange and seconded by Renee Edwards to close a portion of the meeting pursuant to 610.021 subsection 3, hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting of particular employees by a public governmental body when personal information about the employees discussed or recorded. Roll call vote was taken. Ayes, Renee Edwards, Rick Winter, Dot Cricksizer, Delmer Strange, Ryan Mason. Nays, none. When the board returned to open session, motion was made by Delmer Strange and seconded by Ryan Mason to adjourn. Motion carried. The meeting was adjourned.
think we got the tractor switched around on the prices, but other than that, everything's accurate.
You thought the prices were the other way around?
Yeah,
Oh, well, I'll double check that.
I think so.
Okay. Okay, I'll make that correction.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you recall, we had some special meetings.
We had plenty of them.
October 11th, met in special session. I think I will abbreviate this a bit. All the aldermen were present. Mayor Hunall called the meeting to order and gave the invocation and the pledge. Then they voted to go into closed session according to 610.021, legal actions, causes of action, or litigation, and also 610.021 subsection 3 for hiring, firing, or disciplining. Roll call vote was taken, and it was all ayes, no nays. The meeting was closed. When the board returned to open session, the following action was taken. Motion was made by Dot Kriegsheiser and seconded by Renee Edwards to authorize the mayor to enter into a settlement agreement with Municipal Pipe Tool and to authorize the mayor to execute all related documentation associated with this agreement. Motion carried unanimously. There were interviews during the closed portion of the meeting for a full-time employee for the water, sewer, sanitation, street, and park department. Deborah Melendez was offered the position and accepted. There was also a consensus of the board to begin taking applications for the position of superintendent of utilities. And then motion was made by Rick Winter and second by Delmer to adjourn. And adjourn, that was the 11th. And then on October 26th, there was a special meeting, and you also voted to go into closed session for hiring, firing, or disciplining. Roll call vote was taken. And then when the board returned to open session, it was noted that there was a consensus to offer the position of superintendent of utilities to one of the individuals that had been interviewed. This person agreed to give their response by noon the next day. So then Rick Winter and Renee voted and seconded to adjourn, and motion carried, the meeting was adjourned. And then October 30th, there was a special session, and you voted to go into closed session for hiring, firing, or disciplining. Roll call vote was taken. It was all ayes and no nays. When the board returned to open session, it was noted that applications would be taken for an immediate opening, and this position can be full or part-time and requires a CDL. Motion was made by Rick Winter and seconded by Dot Kriegsheiser to adjourn. Motion carried and the meeting was adjourned. Does that sound correct to everyone?
Yeah, it's accurate. Any more on the collection?
Collections for October 2017. Water, $21,185.57. Sewer, $21,850.88. Sanitation, $15,698.62. General funds, $7,565.36. Recreation, $290.40. Street, $544.52. Special lights, $10.41. Meter deposit, $20. Reserve and improvement fund, $1,656.39 for a total of $68,822.15. I did send out the city taxes today, so everybody look in your mail.
Thanks so much, Kathy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
Very well, thank you. I don't have anything special tonight, everything's running smooth. So, Margaret's doing a great job. Kathy's doing a great job, so.
Well, Cindy treading water.
Next time we do budget, I bet.
Next time we will do budget, so we'll have to have extra time for that next time.
Okay.
So, any input from anybody, and you know, final session.
Yes. Let's, do that in the near future probably.
Okay.
And we will bring Mr. in the board.
Mhm.
Okay.
Give him a little bit of time to
Yeah. For that.
find his direction and
Yeah.
we'll do that. And if you have anything, let me know.
Okay.
Margaret can get a hold of
Where
it.
do you want
It'll be trucks.
That's not gonna be a problem, I'm afraid. Any other questions?
Okay, if not, I'll let you know. Yes, baby.
Citizen comments, Echo?
Oh,
You don't have to.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Are you waiting for me?
While we're on citizens comments, and then we'll be to you, Mrs. Morton.
We had a great safe stop on Halloween. I saw most of you guys there. I thought it was a good time. We had a heap of kids. I think several not from around here. So anyways, it was a great time. We had a ton of people come to give out candy. There wasn't enough tables for everybody. They had to share. And we can't figure out how many kids we had. We are guessing it's right about the same as last year, about 350.
Sounds wonderful.
So thanks everybody for being members of Chamber and supporting that event.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You'll all be happy to know that this evening I'm not here to gripe. I would like to take this opportunity to publicly thank whomever managed to get that lot cleaned or scraped. I received a call Saturday morning that it was in fact being done. And so I jumped in the car and drove over and perused the lot. I don't know the woman that owns those horses. I've never met her. But I can tell you, she wasn't very happy. As I drove past, she mirrored those feelings by an obscene gesture, and I will let you know or let you figure out what that was. I suppose next my house may be firebombed, but she was not happy. And that's neither here nor there, because I consider what she did a compliment and found it rather humorous. Now, we have that problem. It ain't done perfectly, but at least it's a start. And I am grateful for that. Now, there are two other things that I would like to address concerning those horses. I don't know who's doing this. I don't know who's in the truck, but there's someone that drives around Edina constantly. It's in a black truck. I think it has sheriff or police or something written along the side of it. There might be something that they could do while they were driving around, and that would be to go down West Morgan Street and just peruse that lot. Because I have received telephone calls from people living on that street that tell me that those horses are not watered on a consistent basis. And I think if whomever's driving that truck could just stop and check and see the water and make a note, let's say, of the day and the time and the date that he checks to make sure the horses have water. And if he finds or she finds consistently that the horses are without water, then he's got ample proof to say, you're not watering your horses, my friend. And there is, and I'm going to say this again, Section 14, every owner shall provide his animals with sufficient good and wholesome food and water, proper shelter, and protection from the weather. So you see, you do have an ordinance on the books, and you can enforce that. Now, another thing, we have winter coming on, and I know when I lived in South Dakota, it gets cold up there, probably colder there than it does here. And we had 3 Arabians. And in our water tanks, we had, I think they're called heat pumps. But you put those in the water tank, and in the wintertime, it keeps the water from freezing. Now, if this woman is having a difficult time watering her horses on a consistent basis, I don't know if she does that during the winter. I have no idea. But that might be something that someone might want to check this winter, because if that water freezes, they can't drink it, obviously. So a heat pump might be a suggestion that she install. That's the end of the horses. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, I'd like to address something else. As you all know or may not know, I live on the corner of Jackson and Main Street. And either the people that go up and down Main Street can't read, in which case they shouldn't be driving, or they have a complete disregard for the laws. I have a very good view of Main Street and somewhat of Jackson, but the front of my house faces Main, and I can see Main Street from the 2nd floor. It would be safe to say that 1 out of every 4 cars stops. The other 4 go right on through. They don't even roll to a stop. They just keep right on going. A week ago Saturday, I saw a delivery, I think it was Peevely. It was a dairy truck, semi-truck. And this guy went right on through the intersection like it wasn't even there. So I'm saying it would be nice if, while whomever is driving that truck and perusing Edina, they might want to spend some time and monitor these stop signs. Because there are a lot of people that aren't stopping for them, not even to a rolling stop. And if they received, enough tickets and enough citations and their insurance goes up, they might start paying attention to it. Other than that, I thank you for your time. That's all I have to say for this evening. Thanks again for the horses.
Thank you, Jean.
Thank you. Monthly bills. Everybody had a chance to look over the monthly bills.
Anybody want to pay them? I will make that motion to pay the bills.
Anyone else second? All in favor? Everybody. Department head reports, department reports. Mr. Dimmitt, just come on, the superintendent of utilities. He's probably not had any time to.
One
give a
day.
report. So we will skip ahead and we will let wastewater superintendent Mike Wright make his department.
Well, if he had a big report, we were in trouble, right? Our flow's up a little bit, but we had quite a bit of rain in October. We're still well under our average for October's, way below our past 3 Octobers. I looked back, and even though we were up to about 75%, we're still down at least 20% from our averages over the past 3 years. So, but other than that, I don't have anything. I got a few things for the budget. Not even a few, just one thing, that UV deal that we talked about, getting that brought back up to snuff, and I'll get with Peggy and get some numbers down for the budget, and that's it. I didn't have time to haul those 12 loads of sludge if the weather holds for the next couple weeks, I might try and get it on. I'm kind of,
Kind of shorthanded.
well, kind of helping out with the other, doing some locates and some other things. It takes some time to get that truck mixed, the tanks mixed up, and then it settles so fast. You got to be kind of set 4 or 5 hours a day to get 2 or 3 loads out. So hopefully this week or next week, if the weather holds out, I can go ahead and get that out. It doesn't seem like it's too soft in the field yet. So unless you guys got something for me, I don't have anything for you guys.
I don't have anything.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
There you guys. Don't have anything out of the ordinary on the report. I don't know if you have any questions. Like she said, we got the horse lot cleaned out, 40 loads taken out. So and I'm working with a guy on at First Street that's got the vans along the road. So we're gonna have them move tomorrow. But tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, it's an obstruction. We're gonna get them moved. He still needs to license them. You know, he's gotta have a little time to, make necessary repairs, get some tires and stuff. But first step is get them off the road, and we'll deal with the rest of it. But other than that, unless you guys have any
About
questions.
this building you've got, sufficient progress is being made.
Significant?
Yes, yes.
Well, we got, I know KCCDC had, asbestos
Oh,
report done. I haven't got it yet. It's supposed to be the first of this
okay,
week.
so that has that, okay.
A lot of the stuff on the sidewalk isn't hot. It doesn't have asbestos. So, the wood and materials has to be put in a dumpster, and the brick can be used for fill somewhere else. So, I think they're working Ron Bricker we spoke to about tearing it down. He's been in contact with the daughter, and then Mark Unalt's kind of go between him and someone on the KCCDC, and they're trying to work something out, and it's getting closer. Bricker called me this week to see if there's anything to do with the city that would hold up, if they get an agreement worked out to go ahead and start demolition. I told him that there's nothing that we have.
How long is he anticipating once he gets started?
He didn't say.
Because it doesn't look like there's been a lot done today yet.
But he's been in contact. I think they're still moving along, so hopefully we'll see something done something started pretty fast. Any questions? Any other questions, I guess?
I don't have any if anybody else doesn't.
Alright. Thanks, guys.
Unfinished business. Former country club building, there's nothing more on it. Other than, I had went out and checked on the 10 buildings and there had not everything been cleaned out. I went ahead and contacted a gentleman, he cleaned it out. It's done, no cost to the city. Lease agreement, USB, main panel, if there's one.
No.
Okay, application.
May I interrupt a minute? Why is that not being taken care of? What's their holdup?
I don't know what the holdup.
Are they just thinking they're not gonna pay it or what?
No, they paid their money, we just don't have the
The
signed
contract,
agreement.
yeah,
Right.
okay,
Just the contract signed.
okay, all right.
Applicants needed for the demo grant.
We got any more yet?
No, we haven't gotten any more.
So we still got the 3, and as everybody knows at the last meeting, the more we have, the more people that wanna sign up. At no, there will be a cost, but there's no initial cost until it goes through. The more people we have sign up, the better chances we have of getting this grant, so. Maybe we can get Edina
question about CDBG. Are you guys, did they extend it past October?
No. No, not really.
So if people decide they still wanna sign up,
We're
we're,
signing up for the next year. So we got
next
another-
year?
So we got another year. On the new business, set filing for April 3rd, 2008 municipal elections, December 12th, 2017 through January 23rd of 2018. So, any of you coming up for election, remember that? Any questions?
So, anybody wanna make a motion like to,
To
that we will
make sure that we can do this at this time?
call for a city election, and that will be the filing time,
Deadlines.
December 12th. Starts at 8 a.m. and it goes till 5 p.m. on January 23rd. And it's, what, the mayor and
3 aldermen.
one alderman from each of the wards.
Who wants to make the motion to set this?
I'll make that motion.
Who would like to second? Renee. All in favor? We had an election. Moving on, alderman's comments. No comments? Moving on. Let's, 610.021, hire and fire and disciplinary promotion, and et cetera. No governmental body, personal information of employees discussed or recorded. Do I have a motion to go into closed session?
Right.
Do I have a second? Brian?
Ryan?
Yes. Rick?
Yes.
Renee? Ryan?
Yes.
Doc?
Yes.
Elmer? We are going into closed session. Goodbye.
So,
Goodbye.